I never say enough. I can never say enough how awesome it is to have all the support lately. This month has been probably my best month of like people joining the stream and following and subbing and finding us from YouTube that we've ever had. So it's been pretty awesome. You thought that was Secret of Mana? You still have your original cartridge of it? It was. I love the music. I mean, some of my favorite games ever are games that just have incredible music. That's one reason I play FTL so much. The only old school RPGs I've ever played on stream are Secret of Mana that I played all the way through and Final Fantasy 3 or 6 in Japan. Just for one reason, the music is so amazing. So, oh yeah, it was Super NES, yeah. Helps that the stream is good? Well, you know, we do what we can. Oh my god. As Prince with the Twitch Prime. Speaking of how insane this month has been with subs, holy crap, we were actually closing in on 90 subs. I've never even been like, I think I've hit maybe half of that once or twice. So this has just been crazy. Thank you all so much for the support. Hope you guys are ready for some Kerbal Space Program. We flew to the moon last week, and we are planning on trying to make it to Minmus today. Although I think I might do a trip or two to put some satellites out in orbit, because I haven't done any of that yet, and I think I have some quests for that. Thought I should start the stream off right. Well, I certainly appreciate it, and welcome to the randoms, as Prince. That's what we say here when people join with subs. Asteroid redirect mission, docking. I'll probably need to do some of these other trainings at some point, but for now, I think I probably know all I need to know to put something in orbit. I don't know if any of these training things talk about, because I know how to get into orbit. I don't know if it talks about doing things like putting satellites in orbit. Asteroid redirect. I guess this may be a mission that you have at some point to have to redirect asteroids or something. I'm not sure. I pun you the moon and back. I pun you to the moon and back. Okay. What's up, Pie Boy? Please don't pun me to the moon. You can kick me to the moon, but don't pun me to the moon. Launch me to the moon, I'll take. Let's see here. So we have $439. Let me look at our missions real quick. Mission control. Our active missions, we need to put a satellite in orbit of the moon. Oh, we need 2 satellites for the moon, and then just science data from space around Kerbin, which I don't know why I haven't gotten this one. I should just do it because I just get some extra money for it. So, should be easy enough. How are we doing? I'm doing great, Pie Boy. Fly you to the moon, let you play among the stars. Fly me to the moon. I should do that on Twitch. Twitch Sings. So, specific orbit and equatorial orbit. Satellite to our specifications deployed in a very specific orbit around the moon. Please note this must be a new unmanned probe built for Periapsis Rocket Supplies Co. Orbit specifics. Apoapsis. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a very specific orbit. Has an antenna and can generate power. Reach the designated orbit within reasonable deviation. Have materials bay. A materials bay on the satellite. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. Wow, interesting. Good old Sinatra, that's right. And what about this one? Equatorial orbit of the moon. So it's telling me orbit specifics of both of these. So it's basically the same. I wonder if I could get 2 satellites and deploy them both in one single trip. I feel like that could be a challenge here. It's good to keep a satellite with a thermometer or SMT in orbit of every body you visit to clear those science around Kerbin contracts. Yeah, I kind of want to put I kind of want to do that. That's kind of what I wanted to start out with doing. I wanted to put a satellite around Earth too. I don't know. Let's see. I need materials bay on both satellites. So what is a materials bay? Is that thing that we've been putting? Is that a science thing? Payload service bay. That's a service bay. What's a materials bay? I don't know if I know what a materials bay is. Lander can. Can't be an engine thing. Command reaction wheel. Do I have a materials bay? Coupling, payload. It's not service bay, is it? What even is a materials bay? That's the Science Junior. Is that what it is? Hey, what's up, Anulu? I'm doing great. Cutting edge, self-contained laboratory. So this is what is considered a materials bay? Observe materials bay. Okay. Observe mystery go. Well, that's... I don't see the words materials bay except after right-clicking on Science Juniors. That's kind of misleading. Okay. That's kind of weird that... Okay. Well... So... I wonder if I could do a trip where I leave 3 different satellites in orbit. One in orbit around the Earth to get science data for when I have quests to gather them, and then one in these 2 different orbits. Is that too ambitious to try to do three different things? If I open my moon recovery ship, which is by far, I think, my best ship we've had so far, we have so much DV or whatever. If I maybe altered what we have up here to no longer be a landing on the moon thing, but a thing to have like 3 different satellites, I wonder if we can make that happen. So if I did something like change up this. I think somebody said there's a way to save just portions of your ship. Was that under actions? Because I'd like to save this as like my get off the planet thing. This ship right here, it might be kind of expensive, but I had my best launch with this, and I had more DV than I ever needed with this. Do I have the Ant engine? Reliant, Terrier, Swivel, Juno, Twin Bore, Poodle, Skipper, Thud, Mainsail, Hammer, Flea, Kickback. I don't have the Ant yet. You're looking for sub-assemblies. Sub-assemblies. Where's a sub-assembly? Is this... Is that under actions, or is that something different? Should be at the bottom of the parts list. Bottom of the parts list. In the actions thing? Parts list. Is there a parts list here? You're gonna have to be more specific, I think, because I don't quite understand. Gear, lights. I'm not sure if you have it yet. You may need to upgrade the hangar. Ah. So I may not be able to save just this bottom part. Okay. Well, that's fine. So if I'm going to leave... if I want to do a mission where I leave 3 different satellites, I would need to design like maybe some 3-prong thing that has 3 different satellites, each with, I assume, a science bay. And if I want to get readings from them, maybe a thermometer and other stuff too. So I think I want to keep this bottom part, but delete this thing. God, I don't want to lose this thing. Well, I still have this moon recovery ship saved. So can I don't want to lose that. No. Moon recovery. Is there a way to like do a save as? Like, cause I don't want to be changing what my moon recovery ship looks like. You're gonna boot up Kerbal and check exactly where it is? Okay, no problem, fanboy. So you did the mission yesterday? I knew you could do it. Yeah, I knew it took me the entire frickin' stream. Oh, we got it. What's up, Prexus? If I do new, because I don't want to make changes to this ship. I like this ship. I plan on using this exact ship or something very similar for my Minmus mission, but I do want to alter this for you saw the VOD, nice. I want to alter this for, well, maybe I should just do a new ship for getting these things out. Let's just type a different name and save again. Okay, let's see if that works. Satellite. Is that how you sell satellite deployment? Save. Okay. And now I can open moon recovery. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you for that. All right, so for now I'm going to delete this. And I'm going to... I only need one of these guys. So I can delete this, because I'm going to only need a pilot for this. But I'm going to need to be able to deploy... So this is what we're going to land with when we come back home. So I'm going to want a decoupler and a heat shield here. Where's thermal? This guy. Okay, what's going on here? Why can't I do stuff? Why can't I put this on here? I feel like something's going on. Like I don't have a commands pod now. Okay, delete this. It says parent. Why does it say parent? Is it not? I wonder if it's thinking that's not my command pod anymore. There. If I do that. What the hell? Why won't this connect? Can anybody tell me why this heat shield won't connect? I don't understand. Yeah, I wanted a 10. I know I need a lot of stuff. I need things to connect though for some reason. Think you know where the button for assemblies are. Look at the top left of the screen. This enable advanced mode. Ah. Sub-assemblies. Add custom subcategory. Okay, so I can like choose something that looks like my icon. And it's gonna be, what's the category? Rocket. Then can I like save this? You don't have a root object? Now you can drag ships to the very bottom of that window on the left to save them. Ah. Okay. Say, Kerbal exit rocket. Okay. All right. So hopefully that's saved there. Since I've done a save, let's delete this and then let's click on this and see what happens. Hey, cool. I still don't understand why this stuff won't connect though. I'm so confused. It's like it's acting like It's acting like I can't connect stuff to my command pod, and I'm so confused. Oh, I have to do it the other way. Why? Because Kerbal Space Program, I guess. So, all right, this is my re-entry thing. We'll need a decoupler. What's the difference between this one and this one? Ejection force. Has a higher ejection force. Okay, I don't think I need that. This guy? Okay. You need to set an object as root. There's a reroute button next to the move and rotate buttons. You don't have a root object. I mean, it's... I can grab this. I don't know what you mean about root. I saved what I want to save. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. I'm fine with that. Why is it picking it up that top part? That's kind of annoying. All right. So we're going to need parachutes on this guy. I feel like I only need one parachute and we'll be fine here. This is just a mission to get some satellites in place. The blue one separates on both sides. The yellow and white only decouples one side. Oh, interesting. Separators jettison everything attached to them. Okay, interesting. Cool. All right, so this is our re-entry thing. We're gonna need just a little bit of like a small fuel tank and a little bit of a rocket here, I think, or a little bit of an engine for. What's the one that's good for space? Is the puddle jumper or the poodle? Let's see here. Thrust in a vacuum, 250. 1,500 thrust in a vacuum. Holy crap, that's more than we need. I think. Oh god, that's huge. Actually, skipper. Is that the one? No, god. Where's the small ones? Is it just the swivel? That's for good out in space. It's good out in space. Maybe it's the Reliant, actually. God, how do I move whole sections? Why can't I move this whole section? Oh my god. Okay. Why can't I move this entire section? I don't understand. Okay, well we're gonna need a so this is just to get us back home after we've placed our satellites. It's because the wrong part is root. How do I do that? How do I change what is root? I am root. Tool reroute. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, for some reason my separator was the root. Okay, I think we're good now. We're good now. So now... Nope. This guy. Okay. So this is my get home after I've released all of my satellites. So now I want to actually create 3 satellites that'll go on top of this thing. This is going to look probably kind of funny, but let's design one and then we might copy it. So for a satellite, I've never done a satellite. We need an unmanned command thing, right? Which is the best? Is it the Stay-Putnik? I've never used any of these, so I don't know if there's what the difference is between these guys. This requires the least amount of electric. I guess they have different antenna types. Can only receive and relay control. Also provides automatic stabilization. This isn't just a live pilot would. Use the most expensive ones. That's this one. This probe core provides advanced guidance assistance technology. Comes fitted with internal reaction wheels and decently sized batteries, despite concerns that one day autonomous spacecraft could become self-aware. Okay, so this looks like the best one. Give you prograde, retrograde SAS. Okay, so it seems like this is probably the best one here. That's a lander can. Okay. So I think we want to do 3 of these. But this is our command module of our satellite. This game is so confusing for you. Yeah, it is. This game is crazy, Anulu. You're not alone in that. So that's our satellite. They said we need a service bay, which is basically we need to have Science Junior on this thing. And it's not connecting. I've never designed a satellite. I'm sure we'll need a battery. Will a battery let these things connect? Is it because they're not root that they won't connect, I wonder? It's confusing, but it's fun to watch. Like all machines, it's layers of simple things, but together make something very complex. There you go. Okay, I think it's because these things aren't a root, and that's what's throwing me off here. First you got was a base on moon, but that was it. So what I want to do is some sort of triple thing here. So if I design all three of these, how can I do this? Where's that structural adapter? What does this adapter do? Interesting. Oh, tri-coupler. This is exactly what I want. Holy crap. Isn't it amazing when it actually gives you what you want? The only thing is, I'm going to want these probably to decouple at different times. I wonder if I put a separate decoupler on each one of these, if I can choose when they come off of there. Yes, it looks like I can. Connectors just being bad, those parts should all snap together just fine. Yeah, my connectors are being kind of funky. Okay, so if I do this, so this should allow me to do 3 different satellites. Cool. What's up, Forecast? Ran in space. I'm always in space. What you talking about? So there's that. Then we want our satellite thing, which is this guy. Will these connect 3? Okay, so I have 3 different satellites. Okay. 3 different satellites. And now what do we want to put on each one? We want the satellite. We want the Science Junior. I want them to connect. Oh, this is weird. Seems like this does not want to connect the way I want it to connect. Ah, there it goes. Okay. So there's a command thing with a Science Junior. I probably should have a battery on each one of these, but what I can probably do is get a service bay on each one of these guys and put a battery and other stuff inside so I can get science data when I need it. Satellites I built were a command unit, a bit of fuel, plus any science, plus solar cell, plus battery and propulsion. Okay. So I definitely want to put solar panels on here. I want to put... oh, wait. Hold on a sec. I want to have all the same stuff inside of each one of these. If I... Can I do... Will it do 3 times things if I do, like... let me check here. Okay. All right. So I get a battery inside each one. Okay. So there's a battery. I want to be able to take the readings. I don't know if I need the goo things, but I might as well put all of these in here, I feel like. I feel like it's fine if I just have all of them here in case I just need them from wherever they happen to be. Thermometer. And barometer. There we go. So now we have science, battery, and all the different sciences on each of these satellites. Giggity goo! All right. So close that. And then, so we'll need, for each of these satellites, we'll need solar power. So... panels on each of these guys. And its own antenna, right, yeah. Now this is interesting because I want to put 3 on each one. Well, okay, I guess I can do this. I can go like this. Then like this. Then like this. And that way hopefully they'll always be getting sunlight there. 2 to 3 pounds for coverage. You might have to spin them. Yeah. I feel like this should work. I have one side not quite covered. Can I do this and go like this? Maybe not. If I just move this one over some, that might work. Like that. They kind of intersect, but I feel like that's okay, so they have better coverage there. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. So that's science. And you said you want a little bit of fuel plus a rocket for each one so you can kind of adjust them. I feel like in space I won't need a huge amount of fuel, right? And if I just... No, that's not what I want to do. If I just did like one of these... The 200... Could use the rotate tool. Oh, that's true. I could have done that. So these are the big ones, right? Yeah, that's the huge one. 100 or 200. Yeah, the 100 is the smallest one. I feel like I won't be making many adjustments. I'll just do the 100 here. And then the engine, I think, is the swivel that we've been using. Or the Reliant, actually. There. I'll have to put antennas, but this is basically... This will allow them to... Terrier for the little rocket? Okay. Okay, yeah, I like that better. Poodle is the best for light loads. Do I have the Poodle? I do, but that thing's huge. But yeah, Terrier. That looks good. Baby engine for baby rockets. It's such a pretty little baby engine with the baby rocket. Okay. So I now need to be able to broadcast back to Earth. So I need a radar. What is that? Communication. So I've yet to use one of these. So what's the packet size, bandwidth? So this one's the most expensive. Packet size is less, it seems like. Just remember, red ones go further. Red ones go further, what? HG high gain is 4 out as far as Minmus. HG high gain. Where's high gain? Where does it say that? Oh, this guy. You'd go HG5. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking about too. It's got... I don't know why this one is so much more expensive. But we're going to go with this guy. And we want it to be something like... whoops. S... Nope. ZA? Nope. What's the turn? Ah, there we go. Something like... when that thing opens, this would... How do I want to do this? It's gonna be over the Science Junior anyway. I mean the opening thing. The Science Junior, is the Science Junior gonna be open with those solar panels on it? Or do I need to move those solar panels down here, I wonder? Relay makes able to make transmission from other craft to Earth, if I remember right. Does this have a relay on it? Oh, this is a relay. Okay. And that's what I want. I want it to be able to relay to each other as well. I'm going to need to move the solar panels. I feel like I do need to move them because of the Science Junior. It doesn't interact with objects on its surface. It's just cosmetic. Okay. Well then, what about this? If I open this... It looks like it's fine. I'm going to put it as far up so it's as little... well, actually, I want it to be like this. What does this look like when open doors? Okay. It looks like it's not going to affect it. Flip the antenna and put it in the center. Flip 180 degrees. What do you mean put it in the center? I think I like this fine, honestly. Extend it. Okay. What are you wanting me to do? If I put it on either of these, they both have doors that open. I could put it here. I feel like that's not good to put it right next to the rockets. Above the solar panels? Okay, are you talking about putting it like right here, maybe? That might actually be fine. Since those doors aren't open, I think that might actually be the best. Actually looks pretty good too. Okay, we'll go with that. I like that. It's now just interacting with one of my solar panels, so just so it looks good. Let's do this. This and kind of like that. Okay. I think that solar panel coverage should be enough. Shadow effect solar, so that is something to keep in mind. Yeah, I know. They have a battery. There's a battery on this thing. Time to watch some good old Kerbals. What's up, Caustic Crisis? Okay, I think I like this. I think this is our satellites. We're going to leave one around Earth, one around a certain orbit of the moon, another around another orbit of the moon because of some quests we have. Okay, so I think that's good. So we have 3 different satellites. We need to have them decouple at different times. So let's do how do I separate these decouplers? Here we go. No, how do I want these to be at different times. Decoupler, disable staging, remove from symmetry. There we go. Okay. Remove from symmetry. Okay. So now I should be able to release one, then another, then another. Something to keep in mind though is how are we going to be moving around with these things? If you right-click the decouplers, you can manually do it in space. Okay. Well, I'd rather just not have to deal with that in space. It looks like I'll be using these rockets to get in place. Is that going to be okay? Because my plan is to launch, leave one in Earth's orbit. I almost want to have these rockets not be used. Is there a way to not use these rockets while I'm flying around in space, actually? Extra fuel tank and feed those rockets with fuel pipes. Turn the decoupling force down. How much should I do? I mean, if we're in space, we only need, what, like 50%, you think? I've never messed with the, with decoupling force. I don't know how much force we want. I'll put it like 50, and you can tell me if that's bad. 51's fine. Yeah, if I had like one extra fuel tank that fed these guys, how would I do that? It would need to be above this, I feel like. Because I'll be using, I mean, because I'm going to be using these tanks to get me to the moon. You let them all go in low orbit and move them independently, but those are pretty big for that. Might be why stuff rapidly disassembles in space, why your stuff rapidly disassembles in space. I think this might be okay. With how much fuel I should... I kind of want to have only 2 here. No. So my main issue right now that I'm trying to figure out is moving around once I get in space. This is way more than enough to get us out there. This is actually... I have an extra... Do I have another stage here? No, is the other stuff that had multiple stages here. I was thinking to get into Kerbal orbit, release them all, and then move from there, but still might not be enough fuel for both transit and orbit correction at the target. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm going to be leaving one of these in Earth's orbit, and then we're going to be 2 different ones in Moon orbit. How much delta V is in each? I don't. Be a vacuum. Is that 631 per? Or is that for all three? I think that's for all three. So it's like 200 and something for each one, maybe? I don't know. I'd have to separate the different rockets, and what I might do is, if I do one more stage between these from here to here, and that lets me get to my circular orbit around Kerbal, I drop one of these guys, and then I would use 2 rockets to get us to the moon. You could fly close to the moon in orbit. Oh, that's true. I could drop the ones off at the moon first, and then come back and put the Earth one. Yeah, I like that idea. So basically, I would do another stage before this, and that gets us to the moon. We drop off the 2 at the moon, then come home. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. So I just need a decent stage between this to get us to the moon, basically. And I have one stage here that's to get us home. So after we release the last one, hopefully we have, with what we have in here, 972 DV, I think we should be able to get home with that. Okay, so let's add another stage here, and this is to get us to the moon. We might, with what we have here, we might have enough to get to the moon anyway, but I always like to overdo it. So, where is that structural thing? Can I do... oops. This. Okay. So I want to do... This one I'm going to want to decouple all at the same time. So we just do 3 of these guys, I think. Wait, hold on a sec. We want this to be... Ah, crap. We want this to be X, X. Oh, crap. My engine got messed up. There we go. And that's got decouplers. And those decouplers are all together, right? Yes, and that's what I want. Like that. Okay. Oh, this looks so cool, man. Cycle time, good luck. Be back on the chat in like 50 minutes. All right, Emzez. Enjoy your cycling, my friend. This looks so cool, man. I love making these sexy rockets. This is awesome. All right, so now we just need something that gets us to the moon. I feel like we don't need that much for this. If I do like 1 400 tank, and what engine do we want for this? Those are the bigger ones. The Terrier probably need more thrust than that, right? You think the swivel for this? So like that. And this is what gets us to moon. We drop off 2 satellites, come home, drop off 1 more, and then get into a descent pattern. Okay. This is going to be one tall freaking rocket. All my rockets are so tall and skinny. All right. All right. Okay, so we just need a decoupler here, and I think we're good. I probably have left something out here. I'll need to go over the stages and stuff. Okay, I need you to attach here. Maybe I have to do it this way. Oh. Okay. Whoa, why did it add all these? What? It added stuff. Oh, there's 2 of them here. What the hell? What? What just happened? Is there an undo button? Oh, crap. Something messed up. Something messed up. What? How do I undo? Oh, Jesus. I broke it. I don't know. I had to be when I grabbed something and the symmetry was still on. Crap. What did I have here? I think I had 2 of these guys. Oh, my God. Control Z. What's the redo? Because that just got rid of everything. Control. Crap. Actually, I think that's fine. We just load our thing here. If I go to this guy, sub-assembly. Did I save it like this? I didn't save it like this. Why is it doing this? Look at that. Okay, I think X, 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 X. Okay, there it is. Okay, it was tripling this setup. Okay. Wow, that is tall, skinny. How do I structuralize this thing? Hey, what's up, Cthulhu? NA planning. That's right, NA planning. How do I make it so that this thing is stable at all? Do I just use these struts up here? Yeah, there is something going on in the middle here. Crap. Oh, damn it. So something's tripled here? Crap. Is there something tripled here? I think this might be tripled as well. Okay. Do I have my decoupler still there? I do. Let's rebuild this from the bottom. Make sure all of our symmetry stuff is off. Okay. Okay. Structural. Like that. And then we put a 400 fuel tank and a swivel here. And then a decoupler. Man, this symmetry thing can get you in trouble sometimes. Okay, so that's what we had, right? Okay, that looks good. Yeah. The tri-coupler. Well, this thing, yeah, I was probably because I had this tripled and then this little thing was tripled and everything underneath it got tripled. So now I should be able to do this, hopefully. There we go. Okay. That's great, but it's tall and skinny. So how... Is there a way to make this... Let's save real fast. Struts. I feel like this... Is this stuff not strutted in? Swap the top engine with a Terrier, it's overkill. I'm talking about this one here. What's this engine? What did I put here? I had, okay, so that's fuel, so this is, okay. So the Terrier here, and then decoupler. I was thinking about that earlier, actually. Yeah, like that. That'll make it a little smaller, too. Like that. And structures are some struts that basically space tape. I'm not saying for the KSP. I have 2 more hours of very important video to watch on YouTube. You'll be back streaming after that. I'll be here, sir. But overkill is awesome. Well, overkill is awesome, but we're so tall and skinny now, I'm a little worried about it. So, I'm a little worried about this being exposed here. Do we think that'll be okay? Where's our structural and see what the space tape here. Are you talking about the strut connectors? Octagonal strut. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that stuff. I might just... Oh, what I think I did before was... Isn't there an auto strut button if you go like right click, auto strut? Oh, okay. And so it's like invisible struts. Is that what it just did? Top, middle, I don't know the name. What? Take out the moon injection stage. Talking about this part right here? No, I want to keep that. I want to use as little fuel of these satellites as possible so I can make adjustments when they're in orbit if I need to. Okay. Auto strut. Okay. We auto strutted that. Let's save it and give this a try. So, first things first, we need to plan what we're doing. Let me see. Let me make sure the decoupling is all correct. So, Why is there just a coupler right here? That is in the wrong place. Is it? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this needs to decouple after all of these rockets. Wow, I have a couple decouplers. Okay, so this engine's in the wrong place. Oh, I even have extra engines right there. I probably have plenty. I probably don't need this, but no kill like overkill, you know? Okay, so I need a stage between these two. Right there. So we need to move this guy to here. And this decoupler below it. I'm doing these in different stages because I had an engine and a decoupler go off the same one time and it sucked. Let it Unreal stay anywhere near that launch site with this 8,000 dB. Although I think that's in vacuum, so. Okay, so is it okay to have the struts fire in the same stage as all these engines? Is that right? I think that's right. So the those guys are going to decouple. Oh, what is this decoupler doing? God. Okay, you do not need to be there. This decoupler's in the wrong place. Oh God, these are all in the wrong place. Damn it. Okay, if I just switch these guys, I think it'll be fine. Okay. But these need to be up. Oh God, this is all funky. Okay, so I need another stage here. Why are these all connected? What? Okay, those all should be connected. Okay. There. So that's those three engines are together. Kerbal engines don't need to warm up like real rockets. Okay, good. Okay, so where's that one? Okay, so you are in the wrong place, so I need you to be up here. This is such a mess. Okay, so that will decouple all at the same time, and then we'll be using those engines, and that's after... Oh, this is wrong. This engine should not be there. How did this get all mixed up? Where is this engine right here? That's this one. Okay, I need this one to be after this decoupler. Holy crap, this is all a mess. Okay. All right, so that decouples, then we use this engine. This engine should be down in this stage. Right there, I believe. Okay, that should be right. So we have all these engines. The boosters get decoupled. That gets decoupled. Then that gets decoupled. Then we fire that when it runs out of fuel. Decouples from there because that's the fuel and that's the engine. Okay. Couples. We burn this engine to get to the moon. Then all that decouples. Then we use those rockets to get in place. We might not have to use them much. And then we decouple them one at a time. What are you doing there? What? Okay. Okay. I thought I already had that decoupler somewhere. Do I have two decouplers here? I have two decouplers here. Okay, I don't need two decouplers. I think I might not need this one right here, actually. You can combine decoupling and next stage engines in the same stage. Yes, but I did that once, and there was like a thing where like a space got double detected, and I had an engine get decoupled while it was firing. I try to do a stage for the decoupler by itself so I don't screw that up. What is this little section right here? Is that just that's just because I have two decouplers, is that right? So I don't need... No, I do need that. I have a decoupler above this engine. I don't need that. This should not be needed. Do I have two? Wait. This is the problem. I have an extra engine here. That's because there was an engine on the top of that thing. Okay. Okay, that should fix that, I think. So decoupler, engine, then that. Okay, okay, that should fix it. Okay, so we got all these engines. That burns. I don't need. So where are those things now? Okay, so this decoupler needs to be before the engine burns. So this should be 9, I believe. And then we need this engine to be 8. Okay, that should do it. 9, 8. Those decouple. These engines burn. Decouple these one at a time, which they are now. I know I set these correctly earlier. Can never have too many engines, that's right. Okay, so these are wrong. I need one more here. So we got those engines burn, then we get one, then we get the other, and then we get the other. And then this guy here, where is it? Why are these keep... No, I want separate stages for each one of those. Okay, I need one extra stage in here for one more of these guys. There. That should do it. So I get one satellite, lose another satellite, get to Earth, lose a satellite, decouple, then we get home. Okay. I don't have a... Where's this decoupler? Don't I have a decoupler here? There's the decoupler. Where's that stage? Here it is. Okay, so I need to just get rid of this one. And this one, I believe. God, look at all these stages. So rocket, decouple, and should the parachute be on its own? It should be on its own separate thing, shouldn't it? Let me add one more to make it so this parachute's last. There. I think parachute should be on its own. This is by far the most stages I've ever had on a rocket, by the way. Okay. I knew it was going to be complicated when I wanted to do 3 different satellites on the same launch. This might be overkill, but... Let's see if someone dies. Alright, we just want Jebediah on this. You honestly don't know if this rocket will work or not? I would love for it to work. I have a heat shield and I have a single parachute. I feel like that'll be enough. Let me go over the stages one more time. Auto strut. Okay. And let's see. So one last time on the stages. So all this stuff burns to get us out in the atmosphere. Decouple the boosters. Decouple side rockets. Then decouple that thing. This helps us get into finish our orbit of Earth. Then we decouple that. We get to the moon. We decouple that. We burn these to get an orbit of the moon that we want to get, and then we decouple one, get in the other orbit, get decouple another, and then we go back to Earth and decouple the last one. I don't know if we'll have enough DV to get back to Earth. I feel like we probably will. Then 3. Then decouple all those after all our satellites are deployed. Then we get back home. Okay. Let's do this thing. The music in this game sounds like the stuff they play in a TV show when the protagonist is trying to follow someone without being seen. Yeah, it's like a episode of, you know, like Pink Panther or Get Smart or something. A very detective-like thing. All right, let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, it's a wobbling. Okay, the struts. Okay, let's go back. Revert to assembly. It's acting like it's not strutted even though we strutted it. So let's auto strut. Auto strut. Oh, you can change what it auto struts to. Auto strut. Okay. Hey, what's up, Hansel? You're so hot right now. Save. Let's see if it stops wobbling with those struts. Maybe I'll need some more support beams too. Okay, it's not wobbling. Okay. All right. Oh, we ready for this, boys? SAS. When we last launched the rocket that had this bottom part, we had our best launch ever. So I would like to do that again. I want to repeat that. There was a word I was trying to think of. All right, so full throttle. And we're heading east, or not toward 90 degrees. At least the stiff breeze isn't knocking it over. Yeah, it's a giant rocket. It's a good thing. Okay, so what's the, we aim for, what is it, 80 or 70 periapsis is what we need to get to, and then we can stop firing our rocket, something like that. All right, let's save. After all that stuff, let's save as we're here. Rand 2. You'd like a reoccurrence of my previous success. Exactly right. I'd like to, there's a word, but it's not repeat. I'd like to emulate that. Copy that. There's a word that I can't think of what it is. All right, here we go. Let's do this thing. 70 kilometers is the end of the atmosphere. So 70 is what I'm looking at for periapsis. What's up? Basilisk GER. Let's do this thing. All right, so we get to recreate, emulate. There's a specific word I can't think of. All right, let's start. Replicate. That's the word. Thanks, Ixnay. Let's replicate our previous success. These swivels are doing great work, by the way. Be inspired by. We want to replicate our previous success. Looks good so far. I think, was it somebody always said that by like 10K you want to be close to 90. Do 10 and 15K if you can. Pepe create. That's right. Guy in the bottom right corner is funny as heck. Yeah, Jebediah. He's a thrill seeker. I mean, you only become a rocket pilot if you're a real... Oh, that's not good. Okay. Let's revert that. Apparently I went too far. I wonder... Do I need some fins here? Is it because it's too top heavy? Do you guys think I need fins up at the top somewhere? Activate the time stone. It's top heavy, yeah. Is there a way I can help with that? If I move some of these rockets up a little bit, will that help? I didn't check my center of thrust or center of mass. Yeah. Oh, it was a great launch, but we're going to have to turn slowly. But if it's too top heavy and it does that kind of flip, that's definitely going to screw us up. I could possibly make a more shallow trajectory, but I feel like if I change the center of mass, that might help. No, front fins don't do any good on rockets? Okay. Yeah, maybe turn later. I wonder if I can... It'll make it worse, not better. It's the moon injection stage. Just delete it and extend the second stage. Extend the second stage. So you're saying this stage is what's screwing us up right here? So you think I should extend this... maybe put a little bit more fuel on this stage here and just get rid of this stage. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, let's try that. So that's gonna screw up all my stages, I know. So we're just deleting this stage, and we're gonna make. I need to make this fuel tank bigger than. Problem is, this is pre-built stuff. Okay, if I just do this and just add more fuel here, make this a... Was it this? Oh, it's the bigger one. Okay, so basically just add an extra one of these maybe. If I do this. Maybe like that, you think? I think that might be better. swap the adapter for a fairing and enclose the entire upper stages. That would be cool to enclose that. I don't know what a fairing is, and I've not done that, and I don't know if I want to do that right now. Let me just make sure my stages are still right. There and there. Burns that. I'm missing a decoupler. Or that is my decoupler for this entire thing here. Because there's no rocket here, right? That's just an adapter. Okay, so that should work. Yeah, I think, well, let's give that a try. Let's see how that works. All right, so we're going to do the exact same thing we just did and just hopefully be less top heavy. Yeah, we don't have the big fairings. Yeah, I don't think I've unlocked all the structural really? It didn't save the... All right. It was a little wobbly. As long as it's not totally wobbly, we'll hopefully be fine. Okay, here we go. Let's give this another try. Okay. Okay. And I might turn a little slower anyway. I don't want to turn too much slower because then you want to have a good arc to it, I feel like. A little bit of luck. Thank you, Zest Sprints. Thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate that.
Luck for your flight.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. With a little bit of blooming luck. Thank you for those bits. I appreciate that. Okay. Try not to go too... I might do a harder turn once we get rid of the boosters, too. That should lower our center of mass or raise it or whatever. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Is it still too high? Oh, man, that's not good. It keeps... When I get towards the top of it, it starts tilting. Damn it. Damn it. Why does it keep doing that? Can you click the blue DV in your stage so we can see your TWR? Probably too low of TWR. Let me see here. Thrust to weight ratio. Oh, you're right. That is lower than it should be. We're heavier. Why is our TWR lower? I think you might be right. You think it has to do with speed than weight? You think if I just add a couple more boosters, it'll work? How much delta V? More boosters? It probably drops when the SRBs drop too. Well, if I add more boosters, will that get... Because you're right, our TWR is kind of low, right? We want it to be around 2 or something like that. If I did something like 1 extra set of boosters, maybe? Or maybe make it 4 boosters here. Put a mainsail in the middle. Are you saying switch out my rocket I have at the bottom or my engine? Just need a stronger main engine is what you're saying. Okay. Okay. Well, let's just go back to the 2 that we had here. Actually, I think we did just unlock the mainsail, honestly. I think we actually did just unlock the mainsail. Yeah, right here. Do I want to do that on all 3 of these? Because this is... What do I have here? This is the... I think we were using the skipper before. Should I do all 3 of these as the mainsail? Or just the main one? My TWR is lower. Wait. Okay, that does give us more TWR. And this is the skipper on the sides. So that gives us more TWR. Let's see. I didn't miss anything else up, did I? I think everything else looks good. You think that's enough TWR? Guess we can try that. See if that makes us do it. You're fine, Hallis. Don't worry about it. This is a complicated game. If you haven't played like hundreds of hours, it's gonna be tough. Equals more stable. All right, let's give this a try. I could put 2 of those on the side ones too, but I feel like that engine's probably more expensive. So if this will do enough, maybe we'll be good. No, I'm not playing with any mods. No. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Give this another try here. Another try. 3, 2, 1. Do it. Make sure not to separate too early. Well, I want to separate these boosters as soon as they're done because it lowers my weight. Right? Oh, that's your advice. Okay. Some of the mods take all the fun out of it, like Mick Jeb does all the work for you. Click the blue so you can see your TRWR when your boosters go. Click the blue. I don't know what that means. We're starting to turn. We're starting to lose control here. Okay, it's starting to turn on its own a little bit, so I just need to correct. This is a pretty vertical launch, actually. Yeah, this is probably more vertical than we needed, but it might work. Oh man, this is way more vertical than we wanted, actually. But this might work. I think I should stop burning now. And wait till we get to, at our apoapsis we burn. Or getting close to the apoapsis we burn. Closer to the horizon or something, I think is what we do now. When you get over 300 ms in the air, it makes you flip. Okay, so we coast to apoapsis, or right before apoapsis, then we burn. And we want to burn close to the horizon, is that correct? I think that's what we want to do. Time to apoapsis, 1 minute. Okay, because this is always the part that I can mess up sometimes, but I think we might be able to make this work. And just stay in the blue. Okay, okay, cool. So we're gonna wait. We're just gonna wait this out. Not gonna speed this up. I think we can make this launch work. How do you know how much fuel you have left? That's the DV. That's this thing right here. Like each stage had this blue number. Is your DV, which is delta V, which is, I forget what that is. But that basically is like how much thrust you have or how much energy you have to make adjustments or something. I can't always keep track of all that. Okay. Change is speed by meter per second. Delta V means change, V is velocity. So that's about how much fuel you have to make a change in your velocity or something like that. At apoapsis, you're going to be in the right direction automatically, no need for steering. Okay, great. Now we'll do that. All right, 28 seconds. I'll probably start the burn at like T minus 10 or 15 to it, maybe. And don't hit space. Don't hit space. Let's go. Let's go now. All right, we're looking for periapsis. I'm gonna watch as our thing changes here. Is this gonna be okay? Okay, I think this is gonna be okay. Keep your nose above the horizon. Okay. Then I need to turn this off. Like this. Because prograde is not quite staying in the thing. So I can't let it do that all automatically. Come on, you could do it. Alright, we're almost there. And we're there. Okay. We are in orbit. I believe we've made it, right? I believe we've made it. And we have a little bit of Delta V left in this rocket. I think we're there, right? Okay. All right. That's your fault, and that's your prograde becomes downward. Yeah, okay. Because so if I started the burn earlier and kept it at prograde, then I would have been safe. Yeah. That's something I still need to get better at, I think. Okay. All right. So now we just need to get to the moon and get in orbit and put our 2 satellites in the particular places. So, let's see here. The lighter is where it's been, so 90 degrees. I think we want to plan a maneuver somewhere over here to do something like this, right? Yes, I believe that's right. Okay. Click moon to set as target will help. Yeah. Set as target. Okay. Okay. I always forget the different. What is the green and the yellow? I forget what the difference is between those. Is that like my first orbit and then second orbit, I think? So it looks like this will run us basically right into the moon. I want to actually orbit the moon a bit, right? I think I want something like that. Each encounter has a different color. Okay. So I think that will work, right? We want there to be a periapsis, though, so because that would mean we would be in orbit. So like that, right? Periapsis of orange is your current path, green is your new path when you enter the moon's orbit. Okay. So we would like, this would sling us out. If we wanted to go to Minmus, we would actually, I think, want to do something like this, right? But for this, if you have a peak year near the moon, you won't hit it. Okay. So, but I don't want to hit the moon. I want to orbit the moon. I want to get in orbit of the moon is what I really want to do, because we're putting two satellites around the moon is what we're doing. So I think anything that gets us close, and then we could adjust once we get there, right? Meeting in front of the moon will slow you down. Encountering behind the moon will speed you up. So always hit in front of the moon if you want to slow down. So if we want to get in orbit, it's better to go in front of the moon like this. Oh, gosh. Oh, come on. A low PE is best where you want what you want to do. Okay. So there. That looks pretty good. Under 10K periapsis there. Okay, so I think this will... Oh, crap. I need to start the burn in 11 seconds if I want to do this. Okay, I think this will work. I can't... damn it. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I need to get... This won't be exact because we weren't in place already, but... We'll just go for it. It's pretty much prograde, yeah. Okay, let's do it. We're only a couple seconds behind. Hopefully this will still be fine. I just wish I had the... I want to get Jebediah level so I can have him SAS for maneuvers. I guess we can do prograde here. It's close enough, right? $10K is really close to the surface. We can adjust it. Okay, this is our stage that's supposed to get us to the moon anyway. Okay, I'm just going to turn this off. Nope. Nope. What is RCS? I don't even know what that is. Reaction control system. Is that the spinny thing that like keeps you like pointed where you want to be pointed or something? Used for docking. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, this is looking pretty good because we still have lots of fuel in this guy, and this will let us get into our orbit locations I think we need to for our stuff here. 3, 2, 1. How's this looking? Okay, I think that will work. That'll get us pretty close. Okay. So the next thing we need to take into account is where we're placing our orbits. Let's see here. So I'm placing our satellites. Satellite in specific orbit of the moon. So I have 2 different ones. Okay, so here's our orbit specifics for our 2 satellites. So this is for moon and moon. They're actually pretty similar locations, but their inclination is slightly different, right? I'm gonna have to get those specifics. I need to go further. Oh, you're right. I need to go further. Damn, you're right. Okay, my bad. I was looking at the yellow. Okay. There it is. Okay, that's better. Why do you need satellites orbiting the moon? Yeah, I think that will work. Because I have contracts for Hallis, and also when you have satellites there, I think if they're there with these antenna, you can like relay. When you have satellites around different bodies, you can relay signals from them. And so I think for future things I'm going to do, that's going to be useful. If you double click on the moon, it should show you the target orbit. Okay, currently where I'm headed towards, let me get rid of the maneuver so I don't have all these lines. Oh, it shows you. Oh, okay, okay. So it shows what I need my orbits to be for the satellite, and they're almost exactly the same. No, I've been to the moon twice. Once, or well, 3 times. Once to orbit, once to land, and once to save my first landers. So, okay. So is it better to try to fix my trajectory now so I hit an orbit like this? You'd burn halfway to save fuel. Set maneuver on your current orbit a few minutes ahead of where you are now to see if you can get a nice orbit. Okay. So what I could do is I could plan a maneuver like halfway there is what you're saying? The usual 3-step process? That's right. Okay. So it's always better to make the adjustments to orbit early. Okay. Way less fuel. That makes sense. If you can get to cross the orbit and then correct your orbit once you get to the moon. So, okay. So if I do like this, I want the PE to be as close to one of these orbits as possible, I believe. Is that correct? So, yeah, okay, okay. We can make that happen, it looks like. Oh, that's a little too far. Using my scroll wheel here. Elron with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. Welcome to the randoms. Okay, that's pretty close. You want to have your inclination corrected. Okay, and I can do that on this burn as well. Okay. Okay, cool. How's that looking? That's pretty darn good right there. How's my inclination? I could probably fix my inclination a little bit better. Like that. Yeah, that's looking really good. I think we'll go with that. We can do smaller corrections when we get there. You can go to the PE where it lines up with target orbit and slow down to bring the other side of the orbit in. Okay. All right, I think that'll get us close enough, I think. So let's plan on doing that right there. I think that'll be good. And we could do more corrections later. So let's warp to orbit or warp to maneuver. Let's turn off SAS. Your orbit is the wrong direction, I think. Is it? Hold on a sec. Oh, you're right. I would be going this way, and they're supposed to be going that way. Okay, well then we gotta cancel this maneuver then. So I actually need to go to the other side. Okay, well. Okay, so we have to go on the other side of the moon then, right? Like this? Okay, okay. I could still do it like this, right? Where the PE... Is this going to work where we're going to come around the other side? Will that work? Am I wrong in this? Am I coming around this side? How can you tell which way you're coming in? That's still the wrong way. How do I fix that then? Do I gotta go all the way around this side? How do I change this? The moon escape is the direction you're headed. Okay. Here, let me delete this again. So, how do I do this? How do I add a maneuver? Do I need to use these buttons here? Maybe go this way? Oh. Oh, is that what I need to do? Right there. Is that correct? That looks right. Okay. I haven't used the blue ones before. I've always used the green ones. Okay. Okay. There we go. And that's pretty close. Let's see if we can get that even closer. There, and let's fix our radial thing here. Okay. There, that should work. That should be close enough. We can make small corrections. I think if we do that, that should work. Okay. Okay. Thank you for noticing that before I did my burn. Blue will shift your orbit around like the pink one does, but in the opposite axis. Okay. Well, I've never used that button before. Now I know what it does, so that's great. So now let's warp to this maneuver. It's a later maneuver, so we'll probably use more fuel. Let's see here. So warp to next maneuver. Okay. If you reduce the power of the engine, it's easier to hit fine-tune burns. By the way, yeah, I usually don't do full power burns every time. Yeah, definitely good catch, Talon. I'm sure I would have been in trouble. You know what? Before we do this burn, let's do a save. Once you're in orbit, I'm assuming reversing your orbit's not very easy to do. What happens if you miss the moon? Well, you would correct yourself. F5, yeah, I should just F5, that's true. Okay. Oh my god, our thing's kind of heavy here.
Thank you for hosting the stream.
Burger, thanks for the host, man. How you doing, man? You'll enter or orbit around the sun indefinitely if you miss the moon. Oh, I've missed the... Shoot for the moon. If you miss, at least you'll land among the stars. Don't tell that to a astronaut. They don't want to land amongst the stars. They want to land home. They want to land on Earth. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's do this burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's showing that we're entering orbit, I guess. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see where that puts us. The yellow is me, right? That might even be better than what we were aiming at. If I get rid of this, is the yellow me, yellow's me. Okay. That actually puts us like right, almost perfectly on line with the purple one. So I think we take that. How's it going? It's going great, Pie Boy. It's going great. We're going to attempt to put some satellites around the moon. I have all this extra fuel. Sadly, I kind of wish I had made it so that this was separate from the satellites, but I don't know how I would have done that. Putting humans in the airlock and pushing flush has a certain appeal. Also, only land on the sun at night when it's cooler. Thanks, Minmus, man. When is FTL streamed? A little better being Mondays and Thursdays. When did I start playing KSP? A couple weeks ago. I've been playing it once a week for since my birthday, which was July 12th. So I guess like 3 weeks now. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to plan maneuvers to put satellites at exactly these orbits. I've never done this before. Where do I want to correct? Do I want to correct at the PE to get these orbits as close to them as possible? Opens the cockpit door. Cockpit door. Good luck, we're all counting on you. Yeah, Mondays and Thursdays for FTL lately. The PE is where I would burn to get my orbit correct, right? You're only born 2 days after Rand. Nice. Okay. Burn a PE to alter the AP. So, and that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm trying to match one of these two lines here. So I want to plan a maneuver here to line these up. Purple orbit is the easier. Okay, so we want to try to line up the purple one. Let's get this first. Okay. I'm not sure how exact it has to be. The target orbit is circular, so all you really need to do is get to circular. Okay. They're so close to each other. Imagine if you could just do both probes at once. I wonder if you could have one count as both. That would be kind of crazy. We're actually closer to the red on this, I think. I'm going to try to match the red one first since we're really close to it already. That looks pretty darn close to the red one. Although it's a little off on this side. How you want to get it closest to AP and PE, is that right? Is that the yeah, that's the kind of measurement, I guess. Get your AP right on the red line, then when you get to the AP, you can adjust the other side. Okay. So if I get the AP right on the red line, that's what we want to do, it looks like. Okay. Trying to get this to focus where I want it to be is a little challenging here. Oh. Wait, I need my AP to match the red AP is what I need to do. Or if I just get the line on the AP, can I adjust work? Let's see. If I keep doing this, no, that's not going to work. I'll only ever need very small adjustments to match the orbit. Okay. So if I get the AP on the red line, which is very close, then I should be able to adjust this AP to match this AP when I get to the about that, right? Don't worry about your AP position. Just get it on the red line. Okay. That looks pretty darn close. Just needs to be circular on it. Okay. I think the inclination of the orbit is still not quite right, though. Here we go. Here we go. There. Well, actually, it seems like this changes every time it depends on what angle I'm looking at. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. I just want to get my AP on the red line. I need to stop looking at other stuff. Just AP on the red line. Okay, I think that's good, and we can maybe make fine-tune adjustments there. Okay, so we'll do that, and hopefully we can adjust once we get to AP to get the inclination just right, and maybe it might tell me when I reach the designated orbit and then I drop the satellite, I should probably be good. I can set the red line as target. Okay, I think this is going to work, so my AP is on the red line. Let's warp to this maneuver. Warp to next maneuver. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that when we're doing our burn to match it. I will click on the red line to make it target. That's what I'll do. You in general want to adjust the inclination halfway between AP and PE. That's the best place to adjust inclination. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. Hey guys, there's the moon, by the way. Pretty awesome. Sometimes I just have to stop and look at this game and like think, this is so cool. Frickin' doing rocket science to land on the frickin' moon and do frickin' stuff that's frickin' cool. So, inclination is best to adjust halfway between AP and PE. Orbit is best done at PE or AP, I think. I think is correct. Okay. SAS. Okay. If KSP hasn't fixed the nodes by now, you should start your burn prior to the timer reaching 0. People have told me they have fixed that. 3, 2, 1. I think people have told me that you actually want to burn right when it says, because I have this better thing here or whatever it's called, the enhanced burn helper thing. I'm not going to look at chat while I do this burn. I want to keep it as close to correct as I can here. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut it. How's that look? Let me get rid of this maneuver. How does that look? Our orbit PE could be a little, which one is the blue one? A little further, I think. Wait, where'd the red line go? Where'd my red line go? What the hell? Am I... Hold on a second. Oh, am I on the red line? Oh, I have. So, if I just let... if I stage this and drop one of my things, I'm good, huh? Apparently I did. I was like, why did it leave? It's like, because you did it. Okay. Okay, so my issue now is if I drop this, I lose a lot of fuel, but we have one of our contracts, our things here. So let's do this. I'm saving. Quick save. Actually, I'm going to do a hard save here. Because I might need these rocket, all this DV that I still have. Stage, here we go. Okay. And maintain stability. Reach the designated. So if I stage one of these, crap. All three of these rockets are in a different place. Yeah, that's my returning fuel, but it's also Can I move this stage? Because I don't want these rockets to fire. I want these rockets to... Is there any way I can change stages here? Okay. I want to release one of these guys. Right-click the engines to turn them off manually. I think I need to make these removed from symmetry. So I just need to move one of the decouplers down. Okay. So if I do one decoupler here, that'll stage and that'll leave one guy here. Okay. Quick save. Okay. So will that do it? Crap. Make sure to I didn't extend it. Okay. Let me quick load. I guess I could have done that. I could have since it's an unmanned probe, I probably could have automatically done it or whatever, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and extend it now for the one that's getting decoupled here.
Thank you for the follow.
Ramses DS, thank you so much for follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Extend antenna. Yeah, it has a unmanned thing here, so I think I could once I decouple it. That guy should now be in orbit, and I think I could go to this thing and control it now, if I'm not mistaken. So, and can generate power. When will it show? Do I have to like go to this thing now? Do another save, and I want to see if I can. From the Space Tracking Center. Let me do that. Let me actually go to the tracking center, tracking station, and see if that is now an unmanned thing here. Orbiting the moon, satellite deployment relay. This guy. So this guy is now orbiting. And I think as soon as it maintains stability, we will have this one. Nice. Okay. All right, we got one of them. Beautiful. One down, two more to go. Cool. So we now have our first satellite orbiting the moon. That's awesome. All right. That's, you know what? I'm going to GG cookie time that. My first satellite I've put into space. That's so cool. All right, let's go back to our deployment rocket. GG, well played. Thanks, Basilisk. All right, back to this guy. It's a first for Rand Space Campaign. That's right. GG cookie time for the first for my campaign. This rocket looks funky now that it's missing some things, and I don't know how well this is going to stabilize as I'm trying to get into other orbits, but this orbit is almost exactly the same. I think we just have to get the tilt right, and we might be fine. So which way are we going? We're going this way. So we say halfway between PE and AP is the best place for fixing tilt. So if we add a maneuver here. Oh wait, let's make purple line our focus. No, focus. How do I make the purple line my focus? I don't know how to actually do that. I double click, it doesn't seem to work. Add a maneuver at your PE. Fixing my tilt. Somebody was saying that it's best to do it at halfway between. And all I need to do, I think, is fix the tilt here. Oh, that is not right. Okay, that's the wrong. Okay, you're right. Okay, get rid of that. So I'll place this lined up with the purple orbit. That's right. Okay, all right. So I got to do it like right here. Like right here is where I should do it. Okay, my bad. Have maneuver. That's what we wanted to do. Okay. Okay. And we can maybe even make it line up a little better here. Yeah, that's probably within deviation right there. That looks really good. The DN or AN ascending and descending nodes. Ah, okay. The most fuel efficient depends on where you want to end up. Okay, that should definitely do what we need it to do. Okay. All right. So let's we gotta hydrate, man. And I think we have plenty of DV left on this one rocket. Hopefully this one rocket left will... I kind of want to burn the one we're going to drop, so we have as much fuel to get back to Earth. So... I kind of only want to burn one rocket here, I think, if I can. So... this rocket I want to put on... I'm glad you can add stages in space. That's really helpful. So we do that. Doing your inclination at the midpoint is best when you're trying to capture Minmus or another planet to get the inclination correct. Okay. If you wanted, you could just launch the probe right now. The probe has an engine you can control. That's true. But I'm just going to do it this way. Right-click the rocket and you can turn it off. Okay, I will... how do I do that? No, I'm just having this one, the rocket that we're going to drop off. And you know what? I'm actually going to add a stage here. So we'll use that rocket, then we'll drop it off, and then we'll be on this guy to get us home into an orbit that meets the thing, and then we'll drop it off. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's what we're going to do there. Okay. So I think we're good to go. I'm going to quick save. Then we're going to warp to our maneuver. Warp to next maneuver. Active turns into shutdown. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go with what we have. I think this will work. I want to, you know, like I'm dropping my kids off at school. I'm going to drop off my satellites around the moon. We don't want them to go off on their own. They're young, you know. They're inexperienced. We want them to have to face bullies on their own. I'm going to escort my kids to their orbit around school. Okay. Hopefully this is getting Jebediah experience, too. I don't exactly know how to get Kerbal's experience. I don't seem to get very much, but I think I might have to go to Minmus before I get enough experience to get the next SAS things. Fly me to the moon. Okay, let's see. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you doing? What the hell? Oh my god. I got blown way off center there. Is that because I'm not... Yeah, I know only one end is active. I did that on purpose. Maybe I should have split it off. It's gonna... It's really hard to keep this... Yeah. That's why he suggested it. Yeah. Well, if... Oh, God. If I do very slight burns and really correct it here, maybe I can make this happen. Yeah, since it's off-center, it's hard to make this be correct here, but I'm just going to try to make this happen. Got to show off my piloting skills since I want to escort my kids to their moon position. Okay. Will that work? I think that will work. That still might actually be... Well, it's not quite. I guess it would go... The purple line would go away. Because the purple line has not gone away yet, so... I don't think I got it perfect yet. I might need to do one more maneuver. I think it needs... Yeah, I'm a little close now. So if I do another... My trajectory looks good. I think I just need to maybe make one more correction. You have to decouple, so it's a man. Well, yeah, but before it actually the purple line went away when I reached the designated orbit. So I think if I do another maneuver here, zoom in on my PE. It's like I think the angle is in a good enough deviation. Apoapsis 278. Yeah. So I need to correct this, I think, is the main thing. So if I correct that, I think I might be able to do it here. So apoapsis 278. My apoaps. Okay. To move my P, I need to accelerate my AP. Okay, so I need to do a maneuver in a different place then. Okay, so I need to do my maneuver here, I guess. Let me see here. Well, they're both off, so I don't know. Well, wait. Okay, that looks pretty good right there, actually. 288. 250. Okay, that looks like that's probably about right. Do I need to correct my angle at all here? No, I think my inclination is good. Okay, so if I do that, I think that will be where I need it to be, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, okay. So that should be right. So let's warp to our next maneuver. Where is it? Why can't well, I won't. I don't understand why sometimes it'll give me warp to next maneuver, sometimes it won't. There it is. Okay. I have to do this maneuver very slowly at a very low burn because our ship's all wonky. Because we're only using the one rocket. I'm a little afraid of getting back into Earth's orbit with just this one satellite rocket too, so. But all right, we're gonna give this another try. Okay. You have to click somewhere after you plan maneuver to warp to it. That's what I thought I was doing, but I think it's because I was so close to my previous maneuver or something that it was throwing me off. Okay. Okay, all right. So we're going to do a very, very light burn because it's going to try to go off course and I need to correct it immediately. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crap. Oh, reach the designated orbit. I think we got it. I think we got it. Okay. All right, we got there. So, I should be able to decouple this now. So now what I actually want to do, I want to change the stage because I don't want... I need to have it decouple here. So we do a stage here. Move this decoupler here. I believe is right. Let's quick save. Quick save. What just happened? Something just happened. It's messing up the staging. Okay. What is happening? Okay. It decoupled the wrong one. The hell? Okay, alright. Alright, I guess me moving the stage is screwed on. If I just hit spacebar. Okay, apparently me moving the stage is screwing this up. So I think I need to... Do I just stage this here? Will that fix it? Okay, there we go. That should do it. And now I still have my rocket with full fuel here. Or full DV. Okay. That was a little freaky. But we should be good. Let's tracking station this second rocket. I probably should rename these guys so I know which one is which. So it should be this one, I think. I believe. You can manually activate the decoupler. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Creeper. What's up, Amraj? Is that me? Okay. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. And... bam! 2 frickin' moon satellites deploy. That's awesome. Let's deploy the radar. I forgot to do that. Extend antenna. I wonder, can I get science from here and send it back with this radar? I have never done that before. So if I observe materials bay, small amount of science, and then fire a spare satellite into the moon. No thanks. Never got a part with a probe. KSP will turn that into its own vehicle when it separates from the main craft, so that's why staging always gets messed up. Okay. 0 science. Oh, okay, so that doesn't. So when it doesn't look like transmitting it's going to do anything. Transmit data. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like transmitting is not getting me anything. Okay. All right, cool. Now I just got to get home and put the last friggin' satellite in orbit around Earth here. So, escape. Tracking station. This one I don't have a specific area. I just need to get in put it in a low orbit, I think. Launch it and leave it around the moon for future contracts. What are you talking about? Launch it and leave it. That's what I have done. Launch it and leave it around the moon for future contracts. I have 2 around the moon right now. Yeah, I don't have another contract, but I have a contract for gathering scientific data from around Kerbin. And people recommended it's nice to have a satellite around Kerbin to collect data every time you have one of these quests. Crew report. I've already done it, so yeah, I'm not getting one. I mean, I haven't done an EVA here. I don't think I'll get any better EVA reports since I've done them all. EVA report. Yeah. Okay, board. Okay, so now hopefully with this one rocket I can get back home because this is the one I'm trying to leave in orbit. Will accrue... Oh, well, it will, but I want to leave this satellite in orbit around Kerbin so that every time I have this quest I can just grab it, go to the satellite, transmit this thing, and we will complete the quest for money. So, but it's saying from space, so it needs to be space around Kerbin. So where's the best way to plan a maneuver? Is it from away from the Earth that I want to do it to get back home? Like this? Yeah, something like this. Okay. Once you break orbit of the moon, you're in Kerbal Space, I think. Okay. I want to double click this way. This is my focus. Will this work? Or do I want to get... If I want to get in orbit of the Earth, what's the cheapest? How much DV do I have on this rocket? 376. I feel like this is going to be a challenge to get this thing in orbit. With the way, I mean, I guess this is orbit right here. I don't think I'm getting around orbit. Behind the moon, then burn prograde. You've got plenty of fuel. So I do this, and then once I get here, wait, what are you saying? Behind the moon and burn prograde. Is that basically what this maneuver is going to do for us? Are you saying I shouldn't do this maneuver? Use atmosphere to slow down. Once you break orbit from moon, you just have to drop your speed to fall to Kerbin. Okay. So I want to use as little DV as possible here. If you shoot for P around 60, you'll bring your AP down to deorbiting you. Well, okay. Trying to decide what I want to do here. Okay, I want the PE here to be... Because look how much DV this is using. I want to get into Earth's orbit first, yeah. Just break moon orbit, then do a deorbit burn. Okay, so break... And you said to break... Burn prograde behind the moon is what you're saying. Okay, let me get rid of this thing then here. So you're saying behind the moon, basically where I put this maneuver. Burn prograde. Use atmosphere to slow down instead of using fuel to orbit Kerbin. Okay. So it sounds like when I get to like around here, you're saying I burn prograde. That will get me out of moon's orbit. And then I guess I can watch. Let's go. If I go prograde here. I could just watch my orbit as it gets to space. Not there. I know, not where I am, but like here, right? You said behind the moon. Where is behind the moon then? You're going to have to describe what behind the moon is. I assume that was away from Earth. So you have to describe more specifically where I should do this burn. So I was thinking of just like warping to here and then burning prograde. Let me do a save here. We've gotten these two things in place. Okay, I'm gonna like warp to here and then try this. See both my satellites follow me around. Or did you mean here? Is this behind the moon? I don't actually know. So okay, let's burn prograde. I just want to see what this does, if this is what you're describing for me to do. For one thing, my rocket's not firing. There we go. X. Okay. That is, our SAS cannot keep us on track very well there. So let's do a slow burn. So hopefully SAS can keep us on prograde. think this might be doing what I want it to do. I'm doing this very slow so our SAS can keep up with this uneven rocket setup we have here. Think he'll run into any alien life. Our Kerbals are alien enough. If I do this slow, it looks like SAS can kind of correct for it. Some disgusting humans out there. Oh, man. We might. Our Kerbals are like NGs, I feel like. So I basically want to do this until we get out of there. So this will put us in Earth's orbit, right? Or Kerbal's orbit. Now, this is a very wide orbit. Is this considered space around Kerbin is my question. Does anybody know if Kerbals would hate the way people do modern science, they would want to land on Earth in the 1800s? So if I wonder if I could transmit science data right now. Or do I have to be... And Kerbin, SOI is space around Kerbin. Is that what this yellow line is saying, that I will be... Okay, so that means I'll be in the sphere of influence of Earth, right? Do an EVA and your dude will tell you. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm still too close to the moon, so let me warp to here. Let's transition into Earth's orbit first, and then I'll have him EVA, and I guess we'll find out. Okay. So, and I guess this is showing us we are moon escaping here or whatever. Escaping the moon MOI, moon SOI, I guess. I just want to do this until, so 10 minutes till the moon escape here. 6, 5, and then once we're in this area, I think we'll be good. 1. Cool. There we go. Now, if I EVA, this is red now. I don't know if that means that we have the ability to complete it, if that's what that means. EVA. EVA report. In space, high over Kerbin. Well, this isn't scientific data, so... Okay. But if I do a science thing here... Observe materials bay. Transmit data. Well, if I do that, I won't. So I guess my question is, do I have to transmit it for this to count? I can't reset this, right? It says I have to have a science to reset this. So if I transmit, I get 0 scientific data. So I'm a little confused about how this is going to work. I guess I'm not quite understanding this thing here, because if I transmit it, it doesn't seem like it's going to quite do what I want it to do. Let me save. I'm going to observe materials bay. I'm going to transmit data. And it doesn't count that as working, I feel like. It worked. Okay, it did do it. And now if now the problem is I won't be able to reset this, so I can't keep doing this over and over like somebody was saying. Is there like an upgrade I could do eventually where you can transmit to reset the science data? Because I'm not going to be able to do this over and over. I guess it's still useful to have the satellite out here, but I guess we'll go ahead and stage this thing. All right. I think that did what I needed to do. I just don't know if I'll be able to do it for future things like somebody was telling me to do. So, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and stage. There we go. All right. So that guy's in orbit. We now have an Earth orbit, very wide orbit satellite here. So now we need to get home. Stage this guy. All right, this is our little pod that hopefully will get us home. This little tiny guy. All right. So what is the best way to lower our orbit? Is it burning at the AP or at the PE? I think it's burning at the AP if I'm not mistaken. It's burning like retrograde or burning retrograde at the PE, I think, or at the AP. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And we want our PE to be what is it? Like right around 70? Or no, if we want to re-enter, it's like 30, right? 35. Something like that, I believe, will get us back into re-entry. I feel like we'll be coming in fast, but we'll have an engine to hopefully break that. That uses 258, and I have 1428. So I have plenty to slow us down, too, I feel like. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's warp to our maneuver. Warp to next maneuver. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So our first mission of the day is about to be a success, and after this, we're going to plan a mission to Minmus. Huevo asesino. Thank you for the follow. Your name sounds like a dish at a Mexican restaurant. Sounds delicious. Something about eggs, but I don't know what that actually means, I think. But okay. All right. Let's see here. We're going to get home. We'll take a break, and then we're going to plan our Minmus. It's saying a flyby. Do I need to do a flyby first before I do a Minmus landing? I kind of just want to land on there, but I feel like it's going to give me separate missions for that. And hopefully this one rocket will be much more easier to control than our one rocket off to the side that was all wonky. 4, 3, 2, 1. $16, $15, $14, $13, $12, $10, $9, $8, $7, $6, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1. Bam. Okay, how's that look? Periaps is at 54. I need a little bit more. Right there. Okay, that will work. Okay, so I think this will give us, this will get us back into orbit. Chat's been a little quiet for a while, so I always take chat's advice as like if I'm right or wrong about things. So hopefully what I'm doing is right. So let's quick save again, and let's fast travel to here, and see if you're busy at work. No problems, no problems. You're fine. I seem to be doing fine. You're like, you're fine, Rand. You know, you're just going to crash a little bit. Okay, so we'll want to... What's my speed? I feel like my speed's going to be fast. So I think I can, once I start re-entry, I can turn on my engine to slow myself down, I think. Because burning at PE is not going to make me, like, screw up or anything, I don't think. Time to PE, 1 minute. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm too reliant on chat. That's what it is. So we want to stay at retrograde. If I burn at retrograde, what I am curious about is that is slowly lowering my altitude, my PE, by doing that. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I think it's good because I think it slows us down. We're already being slowed down by the atmosphere right now. So I don't know if I'm going to need to slow down more. Oh, I'm already... Okay, I think I do want to turn this on. Z. You don't even need to burn at PE. The arrow will bring you down. Okay. If you have extra fuel, there's like nothing wrong with doing this, right? It just helps you slow down. Did any of the messages I sent in the last 15 minutes pop up? The last thing I saw from you, Penboy, is do an EVA and your dude will tell you. That's the last thing I saw. All right. And I'm going to not separate this until after we get through the fire thing, because even though we have a heat shield behind this thing. Oh, was Twitch chat broken for a bit? I thought it was. Yeah. You sent other messages? Yeah, sorry about that. I think Twitch chat just borked for a bit. Where are we going, Charlie Murphy? Well, we just deployed 3 satellites. 2 to the moon and 1 around Earth. So, we're just returning home from that mission. I'm going to take a break, and then we're going to fly to Minmus. I have a quest to fly by Minmus. I want to land on Minmus, but it's sounding like it just wants me to fly and come back right now. Yeah, sorry, Panboy. I'm sorry those messages didn't go through. I was wondering that chat was quiet for like 5-10 minutes there. I think it was a friggin' chat problem there. I might be able to do many Minmus missions. Do you think I can do a flyby and a landing on at the same time? Because I feel like it won't even unlock the land on until I do the flyby. Yeah, that's what people have said. Minmus is usually easier than the moon. If you go back to Space Center mid-missions. Ah, okay. So if I complete the flyby Minmus, and then before I leave, I just go and oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Landing is a cakewalk and doesn't use much fuel. Wait. Should it have done that already? I guess that's okay. Landing is like 160 Delta V to land. Yeah. It's a cakewalk. Well, when I tried to land on the moon, that wasn't much of a cakewalk. It took me like an hour to get that landing. That was tough. But I've heard Minmus is easier because the gravity is less. I guess we'll have to find out. You can land on Minmus with your jetpack. Getting there is harder on the moon, though, because it's at an angle. I think orbit might count as flyby. You could probably still land afterwards, but we'll probably another contract. Well, what I'm hoping is I guess what I could test now is before I come home, see if I go to the mission control, turn in these quests. Well, I have to recover the... oh my god, 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, Emzaz. That's freaking so nice. Oh, I feel kind of like we're going kind of fast. Okay, we're good. Well, like, because most of these missions, it doesn't seem to give the credit until I come home and recover the craft. That's what I'm worried about. That if I do the flyby, it won't unlock the next one until I come home with that mission. So, all right, that must have been my engine that I evacuated. But we safely got Jebediah home, it looks like. So that's nice. Crew report. Hey, cool. Get a little science there. Depends on the mission. Okay. Well, we can try it for sure. Okay. Feels good, man. Is there a crew report here? Nope. Let me EVA just to see if I can. EVA report. Nothing there. Okay. Surface sample. Hey, we got a surface sample. Cool. Remove helmet. We're on Earth. Okay, cool. Board. And recover. I'm back and with sound. Welcome back, Cthulhu. Like you just got paid for all those missions before landing. Oh, did I? Okay. I'm almost too entertained to watch streams now, though. I need to wind down. Okay. You're too entertained. By yourself or what? All right, so we didn't get a ton of science there, but we should have got lots of money. 545 funds. Oh, wait, that's our total. We didn't actually gain much money from that because that rocket that I deployed was super expensive. Next upgrade is 845,000 for that. So let's look at our mission control now. Conduct temperature surveys of the moon. Do I have to do this on the surface of the moon? I was hoping I could get some of these. I guess it depends on how high they are. Temperature surveys. I already got. Let's go. Somebody's in orbit of the moon, surface of the moon. So most of these are like moon missions. It doesn't look like below 8,000 meters. So these are like in specific areas. Find if you can find some boring paperwork or something to do. All right, Cthulhu, great. Because I think my stuff is not going to be in the right place for that stuff. If I'm not mistaken, my stuff's not in the right place for stuff. Can I see? Oh yeah, I can see where all the temperature surveys are that they want. Yeah. Okay, so we're way far out, so we can't do any of that. All right, that's fine. Oh no! Don't terminate the vessel. Terminate the vessel. No, please no. Okay, so I can't do any of that stuff. So it looks like the next thing we need to do is we need to get to Minmus. So that's our next goal, is to do a ship to get to Minmus. I'll probably use Moon Recovery as our template because this was really good. This seemed to work well. So real quick, guys, I'm going to send Trishy's Russian. Thank you all so much for watching. I, again, can't express the amount of awesome support you guys have been giving lately. I really appreciate it. But when we come back, we're going to try to fly to Minmus. I'll see you in just a second, my friends. You guys rock. All right. Okay. Cthulhu, you're so entertained by cards from Robo Rosewater, a Twitter account that posts cards generated by recurrent neural networks. Truly comedy gold. Okay. Well, that reminds me of these things I see on Facebook where somebody said, I forced a robot to watch 1,000 hours of X and write like 1,000 hours of Phantom of the Opera and then to write a musical from that, and then it just writes these really crazy things. Pretty funny. Are all the bots dead? It seems like Twitch chat is having issues right now, actually. I don't know what's happening there. Okay. One thing I wanted to see about changing for this thing is I think I unlocked a new thing that has a capacity of 3. Yes, this guy. We have a new command pod. Wait. Variansville 3. Crew capacity 1. I thought I unlocked the thing that had more capacity. Maybe it was just this crew thing there that I was using to hold more people. This is my rescue one, so I needed occupancy for 4 for this one. So for this guy, I don't actually need this one. If I only take 3 people. Tool reroute there. What the hell? I swear. I want this to be the new route. What are you doing, game? I can't do anything. This stupid... What the hell is happening? Select a set of 2 or more parts to reroute. This. Okay. No other valid parts to attach by in the current selection. I don't know what this is doing. I'm trying to just make it so that this is the new... What is this? Okay, is this the current route or whatever? I need to delete that. Your command pod in the back is the parent. Okay, well I got rid of that one. I want this. It keeps putting this thing here. Okay, alright. Well, I guess I just have to get rid of this thing here and put my parachutes on this guy. Are you the parent? Ah, this thing is so stupid sometimes. You can use the moon gravity to help you get to Minmus without using too much fuel. Okay, cool. I was thinking about trying to do something like that. Alright, let me open this again. Don't save. Moon recovery. Now, I want this to be the new parent. Can I do that now? Reroute. Says it doesn't let me do that. This ship can already make it to Minmus already. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of just using this, but maybe getting rid of one of these command things. I don't need 2 of these. I just want... Because this has... What does this have on it? It just has parachutes. You know what? We're just going to... Screw it. Say... Delete this guy. And put our parachutes on here and we should be good. Utility. This parachute. The big parachute. And a small parachute. So again, probably overkill, but you know what? Our Kerbals are important to us. Throw away the floating one and put a new parachute on. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do this. This is our thing. Something somebody suggested was I should have my re-entry thing be just the parts where my guys are and not the science stuff. So I should have a well, I actually kind of already have that. The service bay is the only other thing we're saving. To reroute a part, it has to be connected to the current route part. Okay. A drogue on both sides. Your big one is going to buck when it deploys. Drogues. So you don't think I need the big one then, is what you're saying, I think? So if I just delete this one and do this with X, this is what I had the other way before, but maybe this is still plenty. I mean, the reason I wanted a big one is because we have kind of a lot that's trying to land here. I have a heat shield here, right? Is there a heat shield there? Yeah, there is a heat shield. So it decouples and there's a heat shield. So this is what we're landing at home with. I think we might just go with this. I don't have... The only thing is I don't have science on this. And if I want to land on Minmus, I want to do some science. Gotta go. Need to write more of a proposal. Good luck. All right. Thanks, Charlie Murphy. Appreciate it. So since I got rid of one command module, what I'll do is I will have my science here, but we'll have it below because we'll do the science. We'll collect the science. Well, how big is the science thing? Can I bring it home with me? Is that too big of a thing to try to land back home with? I feel like we had issues trying to come back, re-enter with something pretty big, and this is kind of big. I might want to jettison all of this stuff, honestly. If I had the, instead of here, we have a heat shield here, the decoupler there, and we only bring our Kerbals back home, and our science stuff, as long as we collect it before we come home, we'll still have it. That's probably better, right? It's hard to explain, but when your big chute deploys, it's going to throw your craft at an angle and stay that way all the way down. Okay. What do you gain by bringing the Science Junior home? Money. You just recover more money, but I guess that's probably a small consideration, right? Oh my God, Kenny, you actually renewed your own sub. Thank you for the 9 months, man. You are awesome. Thank you for continued randoms, man. You always stick my science container on top of my pod, throw all the science in, and ditch the experiments. Science container on top of my pod.
Thank you for the follow.
You did nothing. Okay. Watch it strong. Thanks for following. But I feel like as long as I collect my experiments, I can store them here, I think. You tuck it under the top parachute, between the pod and the parachute. Is there like a science container you guys are talking about? What, this experiment storage unit? Is that what I have inside my thing here? Hold on a second. Ah, yes, I do have storage here. I was keeping it in there. So I would be, if I did this, I would be jettisoning my experience. So you place it up here. Let me see here. Hold experience. You have to bring the science junior, etc. back with you. Yeah. Where do you put it? You say between the top parachute and the pod. This looks huge. It's at 1,000,000 parachutes. How do I get this to turn? I assume you mean something like this? That looks funky. Is that what you do? Or is there a way to make it go inside like we had it inside here? Now use the move tool. Okay. And do something like this. Is that what you do? And just move it inside. It seems so cheesy. But if that works, do a Falcon 9. I mean, he's going to keep it inside with him. It's fine. It's fine. It's kind of like cheating, clipping things inside each other. Well, and that's kind of what we did in here. Just enough so you can right-click on it. Well, where is it? Now it's inside here. How do I get rid of... How do I... Now it's stuck inside of here, and I can't deal with it. Experiment storage is just for probes. It's gone. Okay. I gotta remake this thing. Here. Let's not do that. I don't like the way that was. So let's do do you have to manually put stuff in the science storage? It's still possible to get to it. Just got to do some camera trickery. I don't want to have to do that. Is this okay? It looks funky to me, but I'm afraid with how long this is, it'll like flip it. Because we got to get home with this section, this section, this section, because we're going to have Kerbals in here. So you have to scroll into the pod to see it. Like do this. Something. I mean, maybe I could right-click and move all experiments into storage is an option. Move all experiments inside it. What are you saying? Inside what? You're gonna have to be more. You have to give me more information to work with than that. All right. I want to. I actually do want to do my have my other science stuff here though. So we're gonna put this in here. That guy there. Inside what? It. Thanks. I mean, I think what you're telling me to do is something like this. Where it's not sticking all the way out, but it's still kind of clipping in there. And I don't know about doing stuff like this. I mean, if I did like that, that's not as bad. And I could maybe still right-click on it there. All right, I guess we'll go with that. That's not terrible, and hopefully it won't mess up the streamline thing. Lets you consolidate science into one part without a Kerbal. Okay. Well, I'm going to take my science Kerbal anyway, so okay, that's good. I think we'll just go with that. We'll have storage even if we don't necessarily need it. And let's get our other, we want to do our thermometer. And I want to do our barometer. Like that. Okay. So we have all the science we can gather, and we can reset it with a Kerbal scientist. Okay. This is probably plenty to get to Minmus. Minmus expedition. What I'm hoping is once we do the flyby, I can come back to the mission thing and then say maybe orbit, and then maybe it'll unlock landing. I don't know if that's going to let us do that, but I'd like to do it all on one mission. Would be nice. Kerbals. So we want our engineer and our scientist. Minmus Stabber 1. There you go. Okay. All right, so we got all our dudes there. 5K DV easy. Yeah. Yeah. That's what people were telling me, that we got plenty. The thing is, do I fly to the moon then slingshot around the moon to get the Minmus? Is that the way you do it? I feel like that's I think that's the way that people have talked about getting to other planets, is you kind of go from one body to the next and use the orbit to get you further or something like that. So that's not what you do. Okay. Do I just... Is Minmus close enough that I don't have to use the moon? I just, once I get into orbit for Kerbal, I just plot a trajectory to get into Minmus orbit? You do all your burn at Kerbin? There's no need to do that? Okay. Let's make sure all this stuff is... Okay, auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Auto strut. Okay. Just gonna strut some stuff there. Alright, let's give this a try. I have more than enough juice to just burn? Okay. When going to planets far out, that's a good idea, but Minmus just barely past the moon, like a few seconds of burn difference. Okay. Last time I went to Minmus, I dropped a rover there and accidentally left Bill inside it. I don't have a rover yet. I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Have I? I don't think I've unlocked that stuff. How much science do I have? You know what? We're gonna get a bunch more science from doing this, so I'm gonna. We might have to do another thing where we get a rover to ride around on it. Useful safe fuel, but with that rocket's enough. Yeah, from everything I've heard, this rocket can get us a long ways. Alrighty, so we're going for as smooth a launch as we can, like previously. So Z. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't change out this rocket like we did before. Let's do that. That other rocket. Well, this is enough last time. Let's do this once. If we have any issues, I'm going to swap this rocket out for that other new rocket we added to our satellite ship. So we're going to just give this a try. All right, let's do this thing. 3, 2, 1. Launch it. Punch it. Minmus is far out, man. Man, it's out of this world. I feel like my rocket looks awesome. Quite literally out of this world. That's right, man. Literally. Like literally. See if we can get a picture perfect launch like we did when we went for the moon saving mission. Okay. Looking pretty good, I think. Do I want to keep burning, or do I want to do the thing where I go to almost wait till I get the apoapsis? I don't know if we can go straight into orbit this way. I don't think this is quite picture perfect as our one was. Okay, I think I might cut it here. And then we burn when we get closer to the apoapsis at prograde to try to get into orbit. I think, of coast now. I think is the correct way to go. Pretty good launch so far. Apparently the picture-perfect launch is where you actually just burn all the way into your circularizing your orbit, and I think that's what we did or almost did in our moon saving thing, our moon whatchamacallit. And we still have plenty of fuel going on here. Okay. So, and I think we want to burn it at prograde before we get to, so like maybe I start it now. Burn at prograde here before we get to the apoapsis. But we don't want to go over, we don't want to, we need to stay in the blue, I believe. I never know, like, if I want it as close to the line as possible or if I go further up. If it's better for circularizing our orbit. I just never quite know the angles. That's probably one of those things I need to learn from watching videos. Because now I think we're going back down, actually. I need to stay above the horizon. Oh, this is not looking good, actually. I think I might have missed it. I think I somehow screwed this up. I think I might have should have kept burning earlier and never stopped burning earlier. Because now we're going back down towards the ground. I think I screwed this up. Oh man. Okay, let's revert. Let's do this again. I'm pretty sure I screwed that up. Too far past the AP. Yeah. I think I should have kept burning earlier. I shouldn't have stopped the burn. If I had just stayed on the course I was at, I think I would have been better. I still got a little overwhelmed with all the numbers and knowing what angle I should keep the ship and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. I think if I curve a little sooner and then keep myself burning instead of stopping the burn at any time, I think I'm good. Never stupid the burning, baby. What? Never stop the burn. That's what I thought you meant to say. Never stupid the burning. I think it's sometimes stupid to burn, but you are the worst typer in the world. Well, you know, at least you know that about yourself. You know thyself. Well, I was going to swap out rockets. That's fine. If this one doesn't work out, we're going to swap out our rocket again. Lord knows how you code. You code? With that typing skill? I mean, great. It's crazy how good this game is. I learned more about celestial mechanics playing this than I did during school. Well, that's what's crazy about this game is how, like, true to life it is about rocket science, basically. This game actually is rocket science. Go. Keep going. Don't flip too far. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're close to that 90-degree thing at almost 2K here. Swallow Stick hopes that MSUS uses an IDE. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just going to keep burning. Is this looking good? I don't know if this is looking good. I feel like it's still not quite right. I don't know if I should have stopped burning by now, but I was going to keep burning and try to see if we can get to circularizing our open here, our orbit here. So I'm gonna run out of DV on this rocket, I think. No magnetized needle and a steady hand then. Okay. All right, this might work. This might work. I'll probably finish off this rocket and have to stage to the next one to circularize our orbit. Elon Musk simulator, that's right. That is right. I don't understand why I don't get to see my DV or fuel amount when I'm in this screen. I wish I could. We need to put a car on Duna next. Is Duna like one of the moons of like the Jupiter simulation or Saturn or something? Wow, this rocket's still going. Holy crap. I did not expect it to still be going. It's like the Mars of this world. Oh, well then what is Minmus? I thought Minmus was the Mars. Okay, I feel like we're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Get in orbit. Circularize stuff. Kerbal has 2 moons. Oh, Minmus is another moon. Well, then I've been mistaken this entire time. Come on. I feel like we should be there soon. Do I just not have enough speed? Oh, 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 here it goes. Here it goes. There it's going. PE, be up to like 70 or 80 is what we're looking for, and... Come on, come on. Damn it, damn it. Okay, there we go. That music changed. I think we got it. Okay, are we there? Okay, I think we got there. We're just slightly out of it, but okay. Well, as you get your apoapsis above 75, you're perfect. Well, my periapsis is a little low. I don't know if I need to burn a little bit more. If I can just add a maneuver to get myself to Minmus now. This is much like a Musk simulator. You build rockets in this one. You not just pay other people to build rockets while you accuse people of pedophilia on Twitter. Wow, okay. All right, so if I want to hit Minmus now, I think I want to do some sort of maneuver to do this. Yeah, okay. Is this gonna hit Minmus? I think I have to move this around. Oh, there we go. Somewhere around here. We want Minmus to be the focus. Okay. Is that right? Is that us getting to Minmus? There's a big giant circular... Holy crap, there's the rest of the... That looks like that's putting us in orbit of the sun right there. Where's Minmus? You're there. Do we want the yellow line running into Minmus? I feel like we want... If I want to... I don't want to... I mean, flyby is what we're looking for, but I want to actually get an orbit. I like a lot of his investments. The man himself doesn't exactly feel to me like the savior of humanity people pitch him as. Okay. All right. Well, if we do this and get at least out of Earth's orbit, I feel like that's going to do what we need it to do, and then we can get into that orbit later. When we're out in free space, it'll be easier, I think. So I'm going to plan on this and hope this works. This will get through the rest of this rocket, then we'll get to our next rocket here. So we'll do a quick save. We might have to revert to launch at some point. But the burn, will the burn be at prograde when we get there? Let's just speed up time a bit here. Keep tweaking it, you'll find the close encounter. Okay. I thought I would, but it didn't seem to be happening. I don't know which direction I need to go, because if I do this... How will I know when I'm at the close encounter? Do I need to... I wonder if I need to tweak where I do the burn, actually. Maybe that's what I need to do. If I go right around here and then move it. Oh, I think I saw it. I feel like I'm too... Oh, there it was. I'm like too zoomed out or something. Okay. So that's the close encounter right there, right? That's what I need to hit. Oh, I'm higher? Okay, so I need to do... Is there a Discord for Surface channel? Yep, hit exclamation point Discord. There sure is. I don't think people don't use it much. Okay, that should do it. That'll get us like right. That should do it, I think. Is there a I'm looking for a periapsis though, right? Or do I need to get any closer? Where'd it go? Where did it go? Come on, come on. We just had it. Why aren't you showing up? There it is. Okay, we're going to go with that, and then we can correct, I guess, later. But I think this will work. I think this will work. Okay. So I got 7 minutes. Let's go to like 3 minutes so I can slowly do a turn to get to the maneuver. This thing is hard to turn, so I want to give myself time to do it. Instead of shifting your orbit with the blue, you can just move your node to a different spot. That's what I was doing. I moved it to a different spot until it gave me a close encounter. Hey, what's up, Spectre? And then I kind of shifted it to get as close as I could. So I think this will get us close enough. Okay, so let's get to the slowly turn to our maneuver point here. A lot of things concerning the last Minecraft server for the first couple of weeks. Yeah, well, most of the stuff on Discord is we were using it for Minecraft. We were using it when we some viewers and I were playing 7 Days to Die. I use it off stream when I play Smite with my brother. You guys are welcome to use it at any time for whatever you're playing. Okay. Oh, I need to slow it down. But yeah, it's always available if anybody ever wants to needs a Discord. We have a number of different channels there. Okay. Alrighty, 1 minute and we should be good for this burn. It looks like it is going to be at pro grade actually. I don't know if that'll be exactly right. Are they going to line up perfectly here? It looks like they might. There's a new really cool mod that came out the other day called Research Bodies, where you have to launch a telescope into space first and locate planets' moons using that before you can see them on the map. Interesting. That is pretty cool. Okay, this is not actually right, so we need to. It won't be right at pro grade. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is letting us adjust better now. At a low burn. Now we shoot it up here. Okay. I'm hoping doing this flyby will give us enough experience so that Jebediah can line up for the maneuver with SAS. I hate having to do this manually every time. Well, I don't hate it, but it's hard. It's hard, game. It's hard. All right, we're about to go to our next stage here. Man, it just looks like we're flying towards the sun. If I was playing Elite Dangerous, this wouldn't be scary at all. But it's kind of scary here because I'm in the middle of, you know, frickin' space without just unlimited amounts of fuel and stuff. Okay. Wow, this rocket. Oh, crap. X. Hold on. Wait. X. Damn it. It did it again. It double staged. Look at this. My rocket is no longer connected. This is what I was talking about earlier, why I like to have the rockets on different stages. I did not hit space twice. I did not hit space twice. There's a bug in this game with the stages sometimes, I swear. It's this right here. This state, that's, god damn it, that's frustrating as hell. I swear I did not stage twice. Alright, did I save it before the maneuver? I did, okay. Oh, that is so frustrating, man. I have a mechanical keyboard that's to keep me from making mistakes like that. And I swear I did not hit space twice, and it did that. Let's pretend it never happened. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to quick save right before the burn this time. I mean, at least the good thing is I did quick save almost right before the burn. I just have to line it up again. But it's so frustrating. From now on, I need to always make sure I have a different stage for the decouple and the engine, because that happened on my I think on my moon mission, my save mission or whatever. My save my Kerbals from the moon mission. 3, 2, 1. Shift. This should help me steer a little better here. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, now we're lined up. We can do this here. Okay. Now that we're on point, let me save, and now we can throttle up here. Okay, we're at full throttle here. So this time when I hit space, it should separate and the engine shouldn't start. And then I should have to hit space a second time for the engine to start. That's what it should do. And it shouldn't separate after I start the engine. God, I don't know why it's done that a couple times. I don't know if that's a bug or... because there's no way I'm hitting space twice. For that to have happened twice, I feel like that's... I mean, unless my keyboard is malfunctioning. I don't know. Use reaction control thrusters to rotate large spacecraft. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what reaction control thrusters are. Those? Maybe I have some of those actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, we just flipped over here. So that is this showing we have a close encounter? Kerbal escape. I think I might have those unlocked. I've not used them yet. I should try those next time, J-turn, if I can get some of those. Tiny engines that go on the side. They use thrust to point your spacecraft to vacuum. Ah, okay. I have seen those, and I haven't placed them before. I do need to do that. You're right. Okay, so I want this as my focus. Set as target. How do I... So if I plan a maneuver somewhere out here, I want to get in orbit of Minmus is the plan. That's Earth orbit. How do I get into Minmus orbit? Wow, there's so many lines going on here of me getting in other orbit things. How... is there a better way? I wonder if I need to change where I do the burn if I want to get in orbit of Minmus. Do I need to do a burn closer to Minmus? Huh. I set up a fueling station in orbit around Minmus to help me push further into Galaxy, but could never dock properly, so went out and bought a cheap joystick. It fixed everything. Ah, I actually have a joystick from when I used to play, whatchamacallit? I used to play Elite Dangerous. So you know what? Maybe next time I play this, I get my joystick out and use that. That would actually probably be a great idea. I actually have it right over there. I don't want to set it up now, but... okay, how... so currently I'm like going into orbit around the sun, I think. That would be a great idea, Silva FSX. How do I do this? How do I get in orbit of Minmus? Focus view. Not getting anything that looks like it's giving me orbit for Minmus. I wonder if I would want to do a maneuver after I pass by it, maybe. No, that doesn't look good. Because the other question is, am I lined up with it? Actually, I'm not quite lined up with it. I think I need to, maybe that's part of my issue. I need to intersect with it a little bit more. DN is descending node. Okay, that's not quite right. Maneuver halfway and use your radial out while using retrograde. Use your radial out. Which one is that? Is that the blue one? Because I maneuver halfway right now. Here, let me get rid of this one so I can do that. How do I delete this maneuver? So halfway there is like right here. Radial out. I'm pretty sure I do need to go down, though, to get more of an intersect course here. The blue circle. Okay. With the one with the ticks on it. Okay, I think that's going the wrong direction. So if we go this way, no. That's what you want. You want your retrograde, and you create a loop instead, then move your node along the line, tweak when needed. Well, we have this descending node. I think, is that good? Because that's where we cross the orbit of it. Do I need to maybe do this and then do another burn when I hit the descending node or something? A loop gives you more area to pick up Minmus rather than a straight line. I don't know. This is my first time to go this far out. Is this giving me... That's curb and escape. I want... I feel like I need to look for when this line and Minmus have a... When I get into its sphere of influence or whatever. Rand, use retrograde until you get your flight path back in a loop, then play with the radial. Use retrograde until you get your flight path back in a loop. See, I don't know what you're saying, J-Turn. Get my flight path back in a loop? With what? With Earth? With Minmus? What loop are you talking about? Oh, crap. I think I just saw it, actually. There we go. There we go. There we have a Minmus periapsis. So if we do this... I think I can circularize orbit once I do this here. I think this will work. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this will work right here. If I see a Minmus periapsis, once I can hit it, I should be able to get into orbit using that. I'm gonna quick save and I'm gonna try this. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work here. Okay. 479. Okay, cool. So let's warp to that maneuver. Warp to next maneuver. Pretty sure this is going to work. Okay. Try move the node along so your counter's on the other side, or you might be fighting against your speed over the opposite direction. Okay, well, I did just quick save it, so, okay. What are you trying to do? Move the node? Are you talking about this? I can't move this, right? You're saying this? On the other side? If I go on the other side, it doesn't look like I intersect. Do I need to do this? So if I go on the other side, it's looking weird to me. It's looking like we don't have our encounter here. So like this, maybe? Okay, maybe that will work. We're also going below it. I wonder if I can fix this a bit. If I do that, so it's in line. So you like this better, maybe? Do I want I still want my periapsis as close to the planet as possible, right? Okay. Okay. Do you think that'll work? You have a capture now. You can plan a maneuver right before you SOI Minmus so you can get closer to Minmus. Okay. So if I do this, I should be able to do a burn at some point to put us in orbit, right? I think this will work. Let's go a little bit higher. Oh, that's too far. Okay, I could probably play with this all day, but if I do that, I think that will work for us. Okay, all right. So 1 hour for the burn. All right. All right, cool. Let's give that a try. Am I hitting the planet? No, I'm not hitting it. My periapsis is at 18 million something. Potentially get an orbit by using the retrograde now. I don't want to do that yet. Warp to next mover. I'm afraid of doing stuff like that. I like to use maneuvers because I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. And because of chat delay, it's going to be a mistake I can't recover from, so... You missed a Kenny resub? You did, yes. What's your PE? You might crash at less than 7 kilometers. 190... Come on, come on. It was a million something. I don't think it was kilometers. You're talking about my maneuver one, right? My maneuver periapsis is... Oh, it's 56 million? 56,000. 56,000 meters, so I don't think we're that close. I think we're fine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, full throttle here. I like to throttle up slowly to make sure I can keep adjusting since I don't have SAS for the maneuver thing unlocked yet. It's probably the single most important thing I'm hoping to unlock soon is just leveling up Jebediah so he can fly the node. He can aim towards the node for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. All right. Okay, there we go. So, will I want to... Okay, I can get rid of this maneuver now. So in order to get to orbit of Minmus now, I want to... You said something about burning at retrograde. You think that'll put me in orbit? I mean, I guess I could... Or was that earlier, you think? Let me put myself at retrograde and do a little bit of a burn and see how it affects my trajectory. This is where I feel like I might screw something up, so I'm going to quick save as I'm setting up to do this. You'll have to burn retro at PE. Okay. Create a maneuver, but pull the retrograde in. Okay. Are you saying at where I am right now? Okay, add maneuver. Retrograde is the one with the X. So pull it in. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting in orbit this way. I mean, I guess if I do it... Do I want it to bend around like this? That's us, like, hitting it. It looks like... I have to do it in the Minmus sphere of influence? Okay. So I'd have to do it when we're in this area, is what it's sounding like. Somewhere in here. I mean, do I just need to burn at PE? I feel like I just need to burn at PE, and that'll give us our orbit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. So we just need to do something like this. Yeah, okay, cool. Other direction. Do I care how close of an orbit we should get? What's my quest? Fly by Minmus. So my wonder is, if I get in too tight of an orbit, is it going to be harder to escape to get back to Earth? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the quest to land on it, and I'd hate to land on it when I'm going to have to come back and land on it anyway. No. 350 to 3,500. Minmus is very low gravity. So it's not hard to escape. Okay, so it's fine if I get in a tighter orbit. All right, well, let's do that. Even though it says we only need to do a flyby, let's... It's super easy. Okay, we'll just do like a pretty tight little orbit here then. Something like that. Okay, cool. Let's do that, and then let's warp to next maneuver. Okay. You can land with a jetpack. I think it's the second time you said that, or somebody else said that the other day. Alrighty. This will use the last of this rocket, and then we'll be using this rocket, I think. Or no, we'll be using these guys next. Do flyby, go to command center, and accept the Minmus orbit mission. Okay. Well, if I just get in orbit, that counts as a flyby, right? I mean, it's probably going to give me flyby credit pretty soon. I just have to get in the SOI, I'm pretty sure. Do I already have the... It says I have to return. Okay, hold on a second. All right, I can do this. I'm coming up on the maneuver. I'm gonna go ahead and get in orbit. I'm just gonna go ahead and get in orbit now. 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, airborne junkie? I saved before our previous burn, so if we have any issues, we can always revert to that. Because it's now, the quest is now saying I have to return from a flyby, so I don't know if it's going to give us other quests or not, but I'll have to check the mission control. Three, two, 1. All right, that puts us in orbit of Minmus. So, now that we're in orbit, let's go to mission control and see if we can get any other quests. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to. I'm going to do a hard save here. Because for the moon, well, I guess I never checked for the moon. So, but let's go and see if I can get more quests. That'd be really nice. Look at all of your emotes. Holy crap. Those are some great emotes. All right, so mission control. Yeah. It looks like I'm not going to be able to... I'm going to have to do a completely separate mission for probably orbit and then landing, man. It looks like I got the money for it. But it doesn't look like it's going to let me do the next one. I don't want to have to do a separate thing for each thing. That kind of sucks. Because it looks like I can't turn this in until I return from this. So it looks like I am going to have to do another one. I mean, should I just land now for practice? I mean, I guess I could land and then get samples for science and stuff like that. It's not going to like retroactively give me credit for these quests. Most time you got to reach the planet to unlock things. Well, maybe I'll... Oh, wow. This looks awesome. It's freaking... It's green. It's made of cheese. I might just land just to give it a try. I feel like I need practice for landing anyway. So, in order to do that, we burn at... Is it prograde we burn in periapsis we burn at retrograde to put ourselves on a trajectory to land. Yeah, and I kind of want to get the science too. Aim for the flatland. Okay. Take Acapella 13 mission craft file. It has a great learn Saturn Saturn 5. I don't quite understand what you just said there. Are there... It's hard to see. Can I do this where I land on the sunny side up? I want to be able to see. When I always landed on the dark side of the moon, and I want to land on the light side here. I feel like we don't get as good an approach, though. I wonder if I should wait a couple rotations or something. It's the moon, Wallace, the grommet we're talking about, made of cheese. Also, hey, Rand, glad I can catch the stream during your tutoring break. Yeah. Want to make a steep V like a pincer. Steep V angle like a pincer. If I do something like this, hopefully we can land in this area. Okay, I'm gonna go for this, I think. Okay, we're gonna go for this right here. Okay. Hey, what's up, Poyan? Let's see. So we do warp to next maneuver here. It's hard to explain things on chat. You're right, it is. And I always get frustrated when people try to explain things. I'm like, I don't understand. It's hard to type. It's hard to explain rocket science through Twitch chat. Remember, Minmus rotates. Right. Okay. Well, can we adjust this a little bit then? Gonna adjust it like this to try to land there, maybe? Go for that. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it. Burn for 1 whole second. The Making This History DLC has missions. One's called Acapella, like Apollo. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not doing any of that, Airborne Junkie. I'm not copy-pasting missions and stuff like that right now. 3, 2, 1. Burn. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Airborne Junkie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream, my friend. There. Okay, that looks good. Now, last time I landed, I had some issues. It was a challenge, and I didn't do it very well. So, let's hope I can do it better this time. Okay, hopefully landing on the bright side of the moon will help as well. How long until we hit this? Because you want to keep your... Because it's all these numbers. You want to keep your orbital velocity at like 1/10 of your... what you would call it? Elevation or something like that. So, okay, let's speed this up a little bit here. If nothing else, this will hopefully give me some more landing practice. I did the tutorial on landing, and I got it like once. You want to kill your horizontal velocity around 2 to 3K. Kill your horizontal velocity. And see, that's the thing. Horizontal velocity is this. This is vertical speed. So I want this to be around, to kill this at 2 to 3. So is that when I start slowing myself down at 2 to 3 kilometers? Is that what you're saying? You see your retrograde marker is? Yes, this right here. Yeah. Yep, I see this. You want to burn below that to push it towards the top of the blue. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. So I want to go like... I would want to go under here, push that to go higher so that that will lower our horizontal velocity, I think is what you're saying. Search velocity, the retrograde marker needs to be at the very tip top of the blue half of the gimbal. That's what horizontal velocity is 0. Okay. So when this is at the top, okay, I think I see what you're saying. Okay. And you're saying around 2 to 3 kilometers of my height, whatever that's called, is when I want to start doing that, I think is what you're saying. Okay, so I think around 1,300, I think I'm going to slowly start doing this. Slowly start throttling up some here. At that 1/10 or whatever. And once it's at the top, you've killed your horizontal velocity. Gotcha. I always do at 1 kilometer altitude, but 2 to 3 will be perfectly fine. Okay. Okay. Wow. We seem to be moving so slowly. I guess that's... I don't know if that's because this is a bigger or smaller or what. Okay, so we're almost at 20 kilometers, and you're saying 2 to 3 kilometers, huh? That seems so late to me, but I will wait for that. Do another quick save here. Trying to make sure I'm counting enough zeros, right? Because 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, so we're almost only to 10,000, so I still have a little bit of time to go here. G, thank you. I'll go ahead and do that now. Just remember, you're going to crash, burn. All right. Oh, man, it's scary. We're coming towards a frickin' giant place here. Change nav of all to surface. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's see here. Do another quick save here. See if I can do this right. Man, I had a hard time doing this last time for on the moon. You know what? I'm really looking forward to get my joystick out for the next time we play. I feel like that will help some of my maneuvers. As far as my advice goes, it sounds like don't explode or don't be on fire. That's good advice, Pie Boy. Don't knock it. We're all counting on you. Well, mainly these three guys. They're smiling now. You might not be smiling soon, boys. You might not be smiling soon. Alrighty. We're going to wait till about 3 kilometers, and then we're going to start to burn. And if I remember from the training, they said to throttle to like 1/3, so... Jeb is an immortal spaceman. Still don't want to make him get hurt too bad. No crash can hold him down for long. Alrighty, here we go. Coming in on 3 kilometers. Let's do it. So that's going to slowly work its way up the ball. I actually kind of want to go a little further because I want to land on that flat part, right? Hold retrograde. Hey, what's up, Attila? In before massive explosion? Yeah, maybe. You know what? I guess I can land here. This is looking like this will probably be okay. This is the part where a joystick I feel like would be helpful. Okay. Because now we're just kind of floating here. Wow, the gravity is a lot less here. We just want to slow down so that we have a nice, soft, cushiony landing, because these things like to bounce, apparently. Coming in soft here. Oh. Oh, we have a shadow this time. I didn't have a shadow last time. This will hopefully be helpful. If I can hold about this speed, this seems pretty good. There, I like that. If I can be under 5 ms, I'll be happy. Okay, we're coming in, boys. We're coming in nice and soft. Jebediah's the man. He can do this. Hopefully this angle is going to be okay. And cut it. Don't bounce. Don't bounce. Don't bounce. Come on. Come on. That's one small step for man. One perfect landing for Jebediah Kerman. GG cookie time. We landed it. Okay. Let's bounce a little bit. That's much easier than the moon for sure. Yeah, that was much easier than the moon landing. Easy. All right, well, let's do some science here, man.